Well, hey ManCavians, this is Bob from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today we're doing part 3, the legs of how I'm building my Free-moN module. I used this long arm brand paint roller extension handle, so you can extend it out and make it longer and so forth, and they work really well for legs. You can use any other brand you want. I'm just pointing these out because I got these at Menards. So you can find them there, along with some really small paint roller devices that you can screw that into the bottom of it, and that's what I'm using to build this leg. So let's get right into how I'm building these legs for my module.
Taking one of these, see how it's flat right here, and I can screw in a telescoping handle right into there. I'm going to cut this off, put a piece of 1/4 inch plywood behind here, or in between here, and then I'm going to stick it down right inside there. Make it nice and flat. And then these long arm expanding or extending paint roller handles, it'll go right in there. You can get these at Menards. These are the 3 to 6 foot size, and I do need another one that I'm going to put right over here on this curved side, because it's going to kind of tilt in this direction, just the way things go. So I need to get a different one that's a little bit shorter, or I may just cut one of these and make it a little bit shorter. I have cut off this paint roller handle right at the metal there. I don't need that anymore. And what I did is I took a piece of 1/4 inch plywood, because that's what I needed to raise this part up off of this lower end that connects to the post. Is 1 inch in diameter, and this handle's 3/4 inch. So 1/4 inch raises it up enough to make clearance. So what I do is I drilled a hole through this end. I used a 3/32 drill bit. Went all the way through once I lined up where it was going to make a nice flush connection. And then I screwed one of the screws in to the board, and I drilled another hole right here below this area here. Why is that? Because this is going to move back and forth. So when I mount this whole thing inside of here, I want to be able to adjust the perpendicular position of the leg when it's actually in the mounting position. So that way I can actually figure out where it is and screw right into the board, and it should hold it up. Okay, I am going to mount this so that the bottom of this board, where it clears where I want it to clear to make this flat, is 3.5 inches below the top here. That gives me about an inch of clearance underneath the top level of the board. So I am going to measure that just to make sure. And that is roughly, yep, about 1 inch. So that'll work. And I'm going to put it close to this side, because this is where all the stress is on the whole stand. Plus I got some wires right there, but that's fine. I need a little bit of clearance and working room anyway. So I'm going to make sure that is flush up against there. And screw it in. The top one first. May take a little bit of screwing it in because I don't have a pre-drilled hole, but I just need to make a mark the board there. So I took it all apart so I could put some hot glue on the back of this and screw that board onto where I want to mount it to, which was pre-drilled right over there. And I'll screw it in and just, you know, get it in there so it's secure and not sliding around, and let the glue dry, and then attach the leg mount. Okay, that is glued in now and ready to start putting in a leg. There we go. Now to get a level and adjust the level on this. And there we go. We have a leg that's adjustable. All using paint roller extension poles and paint rollers, just the handle. Nice and level, and screwing in this bottom screw, make it level going this way, and when you screw in, it makes it level going the other way as well. So just pay attention to your levels on both axes and you'll be good. So I needed a fifth leg on the outside of this curve, and I decided to take a 1.5 inch square block of wood, cut it down to so it's flush, and sunk it down inside of the foam, but not all the way through, just down in a little bit so that it would be hidden. And then I made sure that my overall length of this post, this leg, was not going to be more than 50 inches, and it's actually at 49.5 inches. So I'm just barely there. So I'm hoping that this will work out just fine, as long as I don't have to go shorter than 49.5 inches, or I'll come up with a different idea. Anyway, just bracketed it in there with some angle brackets, drilled a 7/8 inch hole into the block of wood. It didn't quite go straight, so it's a little loose. I may replace that block later if this doesn't work out, not tight enough, or I might put some tape around here and make it a little bit thicker. I started off with a 3/4 inch, and that just wasn't big enough for this post, so it had got a little bit rounded out a little bit and slightly at an angle. It should be more like that, but it sits in here like this, so it's kind of a different way, but it's got a little flexibility in there, so it should work out just fine. There you go, ManCavians. That's been the legs video of this series on how I built my first Free-moN end scale module. One thing I forgot to tell you was on the bottom of these legs, I took the yellow handle off, you know, because there's a little hole right there. I stick a screwdriver in there, twist it off, and then I bought these 1-inch foot pads, also from Menards, and they slide right on and they grip pretty good. And this will keep my legs nice and sturdy on the cement and other surfaces where I don't want the legs sliding back and forth. The handles were just going to be too problematic. So I took them off, replaced it with this. It's going to work out great. Now the fifth leg I probably will not need after I have them hooked up to other modules, because it is nice and stable with other modules on it. And so it'll just be there as a safety thing when I'm setting the whole thing up by itself. So that'll work. Also, I have a different style of attaching legs than I showed you in this video. That'll be in the next series that comes out on how to build a standard Free-moN module. So stay tuned for that leg video as well. So lots of stuff going on. Very busy, very busy. Stay tuned for the next video in this series, which is going to be the scenery with a little bit of electrical, I think, too. I'll throw that in as well. So
If you enjoyed this video and this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale Man Cave, consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell over there to get notified of future videos like this one. Also, if you really liked what you saw, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked or what you didn't like. And also, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So as always, Man Cavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.